This is Steph from Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal.
Jose Mangin hanging out here in Los Angeles, California at Steph Carpenter's house from the Deftones. What's going on, Steph?
Oh, you know, just smoking out, chilling out.
Yeah, well, pass me some of that. I packed it up, man. I packed up one of your pens here.
Tastes pretty good.
So we're in California, so, you know, do as the Romans do, so.
Yeah, this is the delicious concentrate flavor we got here. I'm not sure. What's the name of this flavor you got in there?
I forgot, man, you know.
It's good.
I don't remember. It is good. I got it at the Cannabis Cup.
Yeah.
And Stephen just went out there as well. You were out there what day?
I went out there on the I want to say it was the second day, but it may have been the third day. I went on Friday. It's such a great scene, you know, everybody having a nice positive vibe, you know, everybody's smoking out, eating and drinking. You know, people look out for each other out there, and it was a great scene.
It's a great scene, and it's also business, dude. There's a lot of people, friends of ours.
Yeah, the business side's huge.
It's huge, man, and it's getting bigger and bigger.
It's only at its infancy right now, really.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool to be a part of the subculture.
I heard a bummer story today about in Colorado, where they're talking about limiting the shops because it's just too many. I was like, if they gone loco out there, I was like, there's no such thing. People trying to, how I'm not even going to make no accusation, but there's no limit. This is America with a bunch of Americans, not Americans. Get on it, get your shop, and get some.
There you go. You heard it right here. Liquid Metal, Deftones, Stephen Carpenter hanging out in celebration of life, man, and of the herb, and also the new album. Congratulations, Stephen. Number 2 Billboard Top 200 with Gore, your 8th studio album. Pretty cool feeling right there.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Thank you.
I know this record came out. It didn't take too long. Over the last 3 albums seem to have come out in a sort of nice little regular sort of schedule. But I know this one, I just read some, things about the push-pull of a Deftones song, and when it comes to, how much is this and how much is that. But your music has always been so dynamic, and there's a lot of great songs on this album where we're going to actually go into one called Acid Hologram. And this one was one of your favorites, right, from the album?
Oh yeah, the song's great. I love the way it, the movement of the riffs and the slinky feel of it, but it's just heavy to me, and the great vibe. I would have put it first, but it's second.
Nice. There you go, man. Stephen Carpenter here in your kitchen, man. Thanks for letting me hang out in your kitchen to do this. These guys are going to be on tour, by the way. It starts off like now, any day now, and it runs, they have like a little month off July, but they're going to be back doing some more dates with Refused throughout the month of August, and that's going to be a great one, man. So Deftones are going to be on tour for the next several months. You can enjoy them, and you can enjoy Stephen's picks here on Liquid Metal as he takes over and plays some of his favorite jams, and you got a really sick playlist, and I was very excited to do this with you, man. So here it is, new Deftones, Acid Hologram. More with Steph Carpenter from the Deftones after this.
This is Steph from Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal. Start off with a couple tracks from a band called The Contortionist. It's off their Language album, Language 1 and Language 2, Intuition and Conspire. Enjoy these tracks, they're beautifully done. This is Steph from Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal. This song coming up is from a band called Decapitated. The song is called Homo Sum. I absolutely love this song. It's pure intensity. No way you can't be pumped up after listening to this one. I'm sure after you're done hearing this now, you're going to be psyched. So enjoy Homo Sum by Decapitated. Steph from Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal. Got a song from a band called Erra. The song is called Render the Void. The riffage in this is just purely beautiful and amazing. Drums, bass, vocals, everything is great. I mean, I love this song. The melodies I just get stuck in my head regularly. I often have this cranked up in my car when I'm going wherever I got to go. It's great driving music. Render the Void, Erra, enjoy.
Jose Mangin here on SiriusXM Liquid Metal, hanging out in the kitchen of Stephen Carpenter from the Deftones, puffing on a little nice California action, and also stoked about the tour that you guys are going to be going on. You guys are going to be playing a few new songs from the Gore album.
We'll definitely play at least 2 songs from the new record each night, I would imagine. But actually making a set list is actually pretty difficult for us for a couple reasons. The biggest reason is that we're not together often enough as a band to rehearse. So we're tied at all the songs that we play all the time, but the other songs that we don't play, and you can only imagine how those must sound. So
well, it's hard. Everyone lives everywhere, right? And Chino's in Oregon, and I found out that Sergio's in New York, and Abe and Frank are in Sacto. You said?
Yeah, it's a different thing when you get older and you got kids and wives and bills and responsibilities. It's not that you don't have the same leisures of just rolling out and hanging out till the sun's coming up. Damn, how why didn't you tell me what time it was? We don't have that liberty. Mostly, really, I mean, most of us probably go to sleep probably before midnight nowadays, I would imagine, just because, you can only do so much past midnight. I suppose if you want to get wasted all night, it's your thing, enjoy it, but, you can only get wasted after midnight for so long. Shit.
Truth, man. Truth here on SiriusXM with Steph Carpenter from the Deftones. Gore, the new album came out, debuted number 2 on the Billboard. Congrats, dude. Very big. It was awesome to see that. And it was fun to see all these celebrities like that dude Michael Bublé put out a big tweet for you guys.
It's a great compliment for, anyone when they're interested. So thank you.
Nice, man. Well, everyone's interested in the Deftones, man. Los Deftones. Saw you guys in Austin, South by Southwest. That was really cool. Costa Mesa, and now everyone can see these dudes on tour right now, pretty much through the end of August, when they're going to be doing a nice little tour with Refuse, doing some European dates this summer, but they are going to be on the road here pretty much throughout the month of May. So it's Jose here with Stephen Carpenter from the Deftones. He's got a bunch of jams that he's very excited to play for you, and that's all going to be happening after we play this brand new one from the Deftones album. It's called Gore.
Steph from Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal. Another song from a band called Fit for an Autopsy. The song is Storm Drains. I had a friend of mine constantly pushing this on me for a while, and I just was distracted every time it happened, and it took me a while before I actually got the music, and then once I got these guys' music, I'm like, damn, man, wish I wouldn't have been paying attention a little bit earlier. All of those you guys out there that have been enjoying this for a long time, this is Storm Trains, Fit for an Autopsy. I've definitely been turned on to bands listening to Liquid Metal. There's a band called Infant Annihilator that maybe some of you guys are familiar with or not. Damn, just amazing. I would have never heard it, not for Liquid Metal and Jose cranking that up. Thank you, brother. Liquid Metal. This is one of my favorite bands of all time. probably already know who it is without even me saying it, but I'll say it anyway. It's a band called Meshuggah. The song is called The Demon's Name is Surveillance. It's off the Colossus record. I've been lucky enough to hang out with these guys on a couple of occasions, and totally awesome dudes. I actually tried to avoid meeting them for a while because they're one of my favorite, if not one of my favorite bands, definitely my favorite metal band. I didn't want to ruin that sacred position of being my favorite by knowing them, hoping that maybe they wouldn't ruin it, but they definitely did not ruin being my favorite band. They've only reinforced it with their awesomeness. So the Demon's Name is Surveillance. Love it. Just crank it up.
Southern California, Deftones guitar players hanging out with me here, and I'm hanging out actually in his kitchen. So thanks, Stephen, for having me come over, puffing on some nice stuff. Thanks for the Sapporo. It's really nice and sweet. I know you guys are getting ready for a tour, and you guys are going to start rehearsing. Do you have a little practice room here upstairs or something?
Yeah, just a little practice amp set up, you know. And
but you can't be loud here?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I can't be. I suppose I could be, but
test the limits, brother. You're a rock dude, man.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm just old enough that, I got a little consideration for others. That's all. I'm just trying to practice a little consideration for others.
Oh, come on.
I've already been inconsiderate enough.
Stephen here, man. Oh, I was hanging out with your cousin recently, too. We gave you a shout-out on the radio, Mr. Chuck Billy from Testament. He's got a new album coming out later on this year, man. The song is sick, dude. So Deftones here are going to be on the road. You guys did a cool Jimmy Kimmel thing last month or earlier in the middle of April. And now the Carolina Rebellion is going to be happening. It's going to be the first show in all these cool tours. And I know in between all of the stuff with the album and with touring, Steph, you're a big fan of golf. And that's like your main sport that you jam at.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a big fan at it, but I definitely love the game of golf and all the elements. It's definitely taught me a lot about myself that I wasn't very very too aware of before I ever played the game.
Like what?
Oh, just etiquette for one.
Okay.
That's really a huge thing in golf. Like I said, well, just even moments ago, I'm just trying to be a little bit more considerate than I have been in the past. I've been blind to other people's presence and their existence, with my own actions and not realizing, others around. I saw them there. I realized they were there, but I didn't give great consideration to how my actions would have actually affected them. And this is something I've learned through, being golf. It's part of the etiquette. You just got to be a little bit better than you are. Another thing that's taught me this is a book called The Four Agreements. And that's actually the fourth agreement, just being your best.
All right. I thought you said you didn't read many books. I was asking you earlier.
It's the only book I've read as an adult.
Wow, that's a heavy book. Say it again because everyone wants to write it down. Take a little note. What is it?
It should be mandatory reading for all humanity. It's called The Four Agreements.
There you go. By who?
Don Luis Miguel.
Órale. Latino, maybe not, I don't know. It sounds like, man. Steph Carpenter here, my boy, from the Deftones. A new album, Gore, out now. Album number 8, and it debuted number 2 on the Billboard Top 200. Dude, thank you for picking out all these great jams this hour. I know when I spoke to you out in Austin, and I think in Costa Mesa, maybe mostly in Austin, you were talking about some of these bands that you love, and how did it feel like to get a lot of these bands in rotation? Some of these bands that you played, we've never played before. So it's pretty cool that you're getting your shot to help out your fellow metal musicians.
Yeah, if I can help somebody out and give somebody a little access, just by playing a song, man, easy for me to do. Over the past few years of listening to music, there's been over the past now decade just a great deal of bands that have just putting out great records. The musicianship on all levels is, from my perspective, it seems to be at one of the highest levels it's been at in a long time.
I can feel your excitement too. Talking to you here and also down in Southwest.
Yeah. I consider myself to be a fan of all these bands. Like I was just a teenager, like everybody else. It gets me pumped. I listen to it in amazement, like knowing what it takes to do it. As a musician myself, and I go, man. When did these guys hang out? Do they have any friends? How did they do this? Because this is, For me, it was a mystery. I know how it's done now, of course. You just sit there and take the time and learn it. But there's an incredible volume of great bands, especially metal bands. I mean, metal, to me, is had its highest right now as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's always been groundbreaking forever, and I think people are really pushing that limits with it now in all ways. And keep it up, man. It's always exciting here and all this. It's kind of actually tough to keep up. There's too much of it, but don't stop. I'm glad there's an overwhelming amount of it. It keeps me stoked.
And I love that you're a fan of Liquid Metal, and you listen to the channel. You say you have it in your car.
I know, and I hear the shout outs and the love, and man, I'm always pumped. I'm like, yeah, fucking Jose, man.
Well, and you're also hopefully we're exposing you to some new bands as well.
Oh, like I said, I'd take away Infinite Annihilator if that's the only thing, man. That shit's priceless.
If that's the one band that we introduced you to, Steph, that's a pretty good one, man. That song Contortionist is a pretty heavy one.
Let me ask you, since I'm talking to the source that delivered it to me,
all right.
Is there something new coming that I got something that, because I'm looking...
Infinite Annihilator? Dude, not that I know of right now, Steph. You caught me off guard. I don't know at this moment. We have to look it up.
Well, let's send the message out. Come on, guys. We need some new tracks.
Well, I'm sure someone, Steph, will be telling these dudes and all the bands that you played in your takeover and all of the bands that you mentioned here. I hope that some of you are cousins or friends or relatives of these bands. Let them know that Steph is a big fan. Maybe you can take them out on the Deftones future tour or something. It'll be really cool. But
maybe they take us out on their future tour.
Or that. Hey, but Steph, on behalf of all of us who are on Liquid Metal, thanks for being the metal dude in Deftones. You've always been the flag bearer, and you've always been the closest dude in the band to me. So thanks for waving that metal flag in the Deftones, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Fuck yeah, man. Steph Carpenter, Steph D-O-double-G in the mother effing kitchen in his house. That's where I'm at. And let's play a song called Rubicon. And this is the last track on the album Gore. And why do you want to play this one, brother? As you're taking a nice little toke. Why you give me some of that, dude? You're taking all of it, brother. What's up about Rubicon?
That's one of the first songs that I actually contributed to the process. It was later. We had already been engaged in a lot of songs, and but when we started working with our producer, that was one of the first things I had contributed to the batch of tracks.
Well, nice contributions, brother. Yeah. Here you go. Steph D-O-double-G, Liquid Metal on Sirius XM. Thanks for letting me hang out in your kitchen. Thanks to your dog Lola for hanging out with us. She didn't make much of an appearance, but that would have been pretty cool, man.
Yeah, there's Smokey. That's my noisy cat right over here. She's 16 years old.
Oh, I didn't see a cat, dude. Where did the cat just come from?
She comes in like a ninja, man. You got to watch out.
Seriously. Where was she? Is there a hole in the wall or something?
No, she rolled in. She was hiding out somewhere.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, man. Lola. And what's your cat's name again?
Smokey.
Of course, your cat's name is Smokey, dude. Deftones guitar player Stephen Carpenter, our good friend here. We're going to end it off with a song from the new Deftones album, Gore. This one's called Rubicon. Don't forget that they're going to be on tour from now until the end of August. Plenty of time to enjoy our friends in California.
This is Steph from Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal. Got another track from this band that I just got recently turned on to in the last year. A band called Misery Signals. This is a song called Everything Will Rust. It's just packed with melody and power. I mean, that's really all the stuff I love in music, and especially in hard metal music. I love lots of melody, lots of power, speed, especially slower stuff. Mix it all up. These guys definitely got it. Crank it up. From Deftones, and I'm taking over Liquid Metal. Got a band called Reflections I've been into for a little bit now. The song is called Limbo. It's just got so many different dimensions on this track, little parts. I mean, like the little tidbits, the little bites and nuggets all throughout the riffs, and the guitars and drums just in every one of these dudes and these bass players. I mean, the musicianship in all these bands nowadays. My hat's off to you guys. You're killing it, loving it. Just can't wait to hear new stuff constantly from all these bands. It's great. Anyway, this song is called Limbo again. Reflections. Crank it up. Liquid Metal. This other song here I want to drop is from a band called Veil of Maya. The song's called Lisbeth. Again, like I said, the dynamics, the melody, the brutality, the musicianship, I mean, the content of it all, it's just so amazing. I love it. Lisbeth, crank it up, everybody.
Guitarist Stephen Carpenter take over Liquid Metal. Catch an encore broadcast tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Or listen anytime on your phone using the SiriusXM app. Check out the Deftones on tour now across North America and pick up their new release, Gore, wherever fine music is sold. Now, let's get back to the pit. Liquid Metal. Liquid Metal. SiriusXM.